welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be doing a tutorial on this eyeshadow look that I am wearing today. I am going to be using the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette that I just picked up. This just launched I want to say a few days ago, maybe part of their spring collection. So I picked this up and everything because it has a lot of fun shades in it, and I was so excited and so drawn to this. So make sure you guys keep watching to see how you get this look. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, and if you guys are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy, and like I said before, make sure you guys are subscribed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Alright, so to start off this look, I already primed my eyelids. I used the Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer. I love this primer. It's like completely bulletproof. So I used that to prime my eyelids. And then because this palette doesn't necessarily have a whole lot of transition shades in it, I am going to be using my Z palette, which just has some single shades in it. So I'm going to be using that for like some of my transition shades and everything like that. But I will link everything down below for you guys. That way you guys know what shades and everything that I used in my look. So I'm just going to set my primer. I'm going to be using it's Peach Beach by Makeupgeek. I'm just using this to kind of go in and make sure my primer is all set and that nothing will move and everything is nice and even when it gets applied. Okay, so going into my crease with MAC's Cork, I'm going to be using my Morphe M504 brush. It's just a fluffy blending brush like this, and I'm just going to be working it all into my crease. That way I have a nice transition shade going. In with the Tarte palette, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This one is called Myth. I'm just gonna take the same brush, my Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna work this right on top of that Cork shade. And then to deepen up my crease just a little bit, just because I want it a little bit deeper than this, I am going to go in with MAC. I believe this is Fudge from MAC. And I'm just going to work that in my crease with my Morphe E22 brush. And this shade is very, very pigmented. A little bit goes a very long way with this. So I'm just focusing it mainly on my outer corner, not picking up a whole lot of product, and then just sweeping the excess into my crease. Just because with this shade you can get very, very heavy handed with it, and it will get very, very dark on you. So I'm just kind of working that into my inner corner. The eyeshadow's now harsh enough, and it is too dark. So now going in with my Tarte palette, I'm going to be taking Trance and Fairy, which are the two, it's like a, I want to say like almost a champagne, and then we have a really nice purple right there. I'm going to be taking those, and I'm taking my Wet n Wild. These are actually concealer brushes, but I like using them for shades like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Fairy, which is the purple shade right there. I'm going to take that. Oh, these are very, very pigmented. And first I'm just going to pat it on the outer corner right here. And then I'm going to put some on my inner corner. Just like that. And then I'm going to take one of my other clean Wet n Wild brushes and pick up Trance, which is right there, right next to it. And I'm going to put that right in the middle. And then I'm just going to go back in with some Fairy, which is the purple shade, and just kind of sweep that in my crease, making sure that there's no harsh lines between the two. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on this eye. Some of my gel liner and my mascara. So moving on to the lower lash line, what I'm going to do is just put some of my roller lash on my bottom lashes. And then I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild flat shader brushes again, and with those two shades that I use on my lid, I'm going to go in and put some, just bring some of that purple Fairy shade down into my lash line. And kind of smudge it out a bit. And then I'm taking my other one, going in with Trance, which is that pink shade that I used in the center, and bringing that just right in the middle. And on my Morphe R42 brush, I'm just taking this middle shade, which is just like a white highlighting shade, and plopping that in the corner of my eye. Alright guys, so that is it for this makeup tutorial. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Overall, my thoughts on this palette totally blew me away. I didn't know if I was necessarily going to be drawn to it because of the colors, and for those of you who follow me over on Instagram and everything, I am a neutrals girl and I am a matte girl. Don't get me wrong, I love my shimmer shades, but I always go to Anastasia for my shimmer and metallic shades and everything. So, but when I swatched this just swatched beautifully. I really like how it was showing up in these swatches, and normally with Tarte shadows I tend to draw away from them only because the amount of kick up that you can get from them, and they can kind of get chalky and things like that. So normally I tend to kind of stay away from them and everything, but with this one I was just really drawn to it. I loved the colors in it. I can honestly say that I don't really have colors like this in my collection. As you can see, like with my Z palette here, it is mainly neutrals. I have a few pops of color right there, but that is about my extent of color. But yeah, I really love this palette. This was $40. It is part of the spring collection that they just recently came out with, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. So if you're like myself, you don't have a whole lot of colors in your collection, but you want a few of those spring shades in your collection like this, this is definitely the palette for you, because there is just such a good variety of different shades that you have in here and everything. So definitely worth it. So, and even I was very pleased with how it picked up on the brush, with it being kind of like those metallic shimmery kind of shades. It picked up very nicely on the brushes. They weren't splotchy or anything. I do think if you sprayed a little bit of like Fix Plus or primer water or something on your brush and dampened it a bit, it will intensify them. But honestly, I'm very happy with this look. For me, not really wearing colors all the time, I love this look. You can tell that you have a color on your lid without it being bam in your face. So I really love this. And so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you are following me over on Instagram, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel for a lot of more fun stuff. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.